Hey guys, what's up? It's Reese. Did you know that Instagram has over 2 billion users logging in the platform every month? And in this video, I'm going to build an automated system that sends personalized messages so you can reach more of them and grow your business. If you sell a product or service on the platform, this video is for you. Let's get into it. The opportunity here is to use AI and automation to craft personalized icebreakers and boost your sales conversions. The thinking is pretty simple. If you make a message more about the person you're trying to reach and less about your product or service, they're more likely to engage in the message. The effort is pretty simple. We're looking at about 1 hour from start to finish. It's a pretty simple automation. And the tech stack that we're using is Google Sheets, Make AI, Instagram, and also Perplexity. You're looking at a monthly cost of about $30, and that's mainly for the Perplexity license as well. Here's the automation, guys. You can see from the architecture, it's actually really simple. It only involves 5 steps, and we'll go through the process of making it together as well. This automation is triggered by this webhook receiving data, and the way that this webhook receives data is through a script on this sheet here. The script monitors changes in column A, where I drop the Instagram URL to push data to that webhook and then trigger the automation. At the end of the automation, the personalized Instagram icebreaker along with my sales pitch will then just be dropped in column B as well for me to copy and paste and fire off as a DM. What I do want to acknowledge is that I had to use the perform a function. This wasn't my first choice. Make usually has a function to watch changes in Google Sheets that relies on an extension in Google Sheets, but that is no longer available. So I had to find a workaround, and through my desktop research, I came across a post from the user by the name of Jacob Kurik, who actually solved that problem for me and a lot of members in the community. Jacob created a Google script that pushes data to a webhook when a change is made in that sheet as well. You can see in the script, it references column L. I actually need it for column A. So what I would recommend is just adding some instructions to ChatGPT to make the necessary changes. For coders, you'll know that a small error will make the whole thing break. So that's why I use ChatGPT for that as well. Cool. You can see that they've made the changes, and then I just drop the webhook here. Jacob's instructions were to go to Google Sheets, extensions, and then the app script. You could see, let's see. I'll close it and start again. Extensions, app script. Yeah, this is where I just copied and pasted it and added my own webhook here. From there, he then said, go to the triggers, add a trigger, and then on edit, the event type. I'll do that. You can see I've already got one created, but if I go here, you can see that I've got the function to run on edit, so that's what I've called it, and then the event type is on edit itself. We'll set up the webhook to work. From there, we then need to grab the Instagram handle. You can see that I've got some test accounts here. What I want is that part there. You can see Lululemon Oz New Zealand. I don't want all of this or that at the end. What I did use for it is the split function. So every time there is a backspace, it splits the record by backspace. And then what I'm looking for is to return the value after the third backspace. If I go here, you can see, let's see, it's 2 here. And then the third one is here. So it will return this part here as well. Not the end part, because that's what we're using to split the value. I then add an @ as well, just to align with conventional Instagram handles too. From there, it's passed to Perplexity. For those who don't know, Perplexity can read internet sites. I find it really, really useful. ChatGPT can't actually read websites. It can retrieve information from websites, but if you ask it to look for a URL, it can't actually do that. What I do is I find the account name and an interesting fact about the account. Let me pull it up. The prompt that I used is, you're a helpful writing assistant. Use the provided Instagram handle to identify the account holder's first name for personal accounts, or the business name for business accounts. Then find one interesting fact about the account based on publicly available information. We want a JSON output, and we don't want anything else, like any unnecessary formatting. So that's a system prompt. That is the persona that I have given this AI. And then underneath, I give an example of what the AI can expect. I use my one as an example. So the content here, the user, this is me, the user, providing information back to AI. I'm going to provide my handle, Innovate Agency. And then the assistant, being the AI, is then going to provide this information as well. You can see it's got the account name and then the interesting fact as well. This is just an example. I find if you provide examples, you get a far better quality output. And then the final one, I just conclude by saying, the mapping the variable that Perplexity can expect using a user role as well. Perplexity then uses that information to create a personalized icebreaker. The system prompt I use for this one is, you are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant. Using the provided JSON data containing a name and an interesting fact, write a personalized icebreaker to be used in a cold email. Be concise, casual, and use a Spartan tone, no fluff. Just output the text only. I don't want any unnecessary markups. Once again, here is what the AI can expect from me as the user. So we're actually using content from the previous step. We've got the account name and then the interesting fact as well. Based on that, this is kind of the format that I would expect the assistants to provide an output in as well. And then once again, I just map the variable that the AI can expect using the user role as well. From there, we go to the Google Sheet that we have made, and then just drop the personalized message there. I usually follow, like after the icebreaker, I then add a statement around who I am, but then I also finish around why should they care as well. So I always try and tie it back to how I can add value to the people that I'm trying to reach out to. Cool. Now let's test the workflow. So if I grab each of these and move it over, it'll trigger the automation to run. We should expect the outreach messages. Oh, perfect. Look at that, how cool. All right, let's take a look at them. Hey Elite 11, love how you're crushing the sportswear scene with your sick collections and a wicked strong online presence. The FM community is really something special. How can we help keep growing? Hi JB Hi-Fi, love how you're growing from a small store in Melbourne to dominating consumer electrics across Australasia with over 300 stores. Impressive. Let's chat and see what we can do for you. Hey Lululemon, Oz and New Zealand, your recent Melbourne flagship expansion really caught my eye. Love the way you're you're bringing personalized shopping experiences to the table. This must be quite an achievement on your growth journey. How's it been handling such a significant increase in store size and services? It's not bad. And then all I need to do is then add my content here around how I can help them out as well. Look, I really hope you've found that useful. If you have, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.